Imagine a world teeming with gods, each vying for the devotion of humanity, shaping destinies with capricious whims. This was the ancient Near East, a realm where the divine was as fragmented as the empires that rose and fell within its borders. Yet, in this cacophony of celestial voices, one man, Abraham, was destined to hear a singular call that would echo through the corridors of time. Around 1800 BC, the bustling city of Ur, situated on the banks of the Euphrates, was a beacon of civilization. Its ziggurats reached towards the heavens. Its markets buzzed with the trade of goods and ideas. Its people worshipped a pantheon of deities demanding tribute and obedience. The gods of Ur were tangible and local, their favor sought through elaborate rituals and sacrifices. In this world, divine favor was transactional, an agreement between mortals and the capricious powers that controlled their fate. But Abraham, then known as Abram, was to become the harbinger of a revolutionary concept, a singular, omnipresent God. Departing from the polytheistic norms, he embarked on a journey that would define the course of human spirituality. His story, as told in the book of Genesis, begins with a divine command. Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. This command, delivered by El Shaddai, the God of the mountains, was more than a call to physical migration. It was a summons to a new understanding of divinity. Abraham's journey took him from Ur to Haran, and eventually to the land of Canaan, a land promised by a God who was not bound by geography or local tradition. This was a radical departure from the norm, where gods were deeply rooted in specific locales and functions. The notion of a universal God, concerned not only with ritual but also with ethics, was a profound shift. It introduced the idea of a deity who demanded justice and righteousness, transforming religious practice from mere ritual observance to a moral imperative. Historically, the world in which Abraham lived was one of great upheaval and movement. The Amorites, a semi-nomadic people, were traversing the Fertile Crescent, bringing with them new ideas and social structures. Archaeological finds, such as the Mari and Ebla tablets, provide glimpses into this dynamic era. They reveal a world of tribal patriarchs and intricate social contracts that mirror the narratives of Genesis. These discoveries, while not definitive proof of Abraham's existence, ground his story in a tangible historical context. They suggest a world ripe for the introduction of monotheism. The theological implications of Abraham's covenant with this singular God were monumental. Unlike the transactional nature of polytheistic worship, this covenant was relational and moral. It was marked by the rite of circumcision, a physical embodiment of the promise between God and Abraham's descendants. This covenantal relationship was not just a private pact, but a foundational narrative shaping an entire people. The story of Abraham is also one of interfaith intersections. The enigmatic figure of Melchizedek, the priest-king of Salem, symbolizes the meeting of traditions. His blessing of Abraham and the shared worship of El Elyon, God Most High, indicates a common spiritual heritage. This brief encounter has reverberated through Jewish, Christian, and Islamic theologies. Each interprets its significance within their own frameworks. As Abraham's narrative unfolds, it challenges existing paradigms of power and divine authority. His negotiation with God over the fate of Sodom is a striking depiction of moral discourse with the divine. It illustrates a faith that is not passive but engaged, questioning, and committed to justice. This dynamic relationship between humanity and the divine set a precedent for subsequent religious traditions. It fostered a culture of inquiry and interpretation that continues to thrive. Abraham's legacy is not confined to religious texts, but is reflected in the historical developments of monotheism. The Israelites, his descendants, struggled and debated the implications of worshiping a single, invisible God. This struggle was not resolved overnight. It was a process of refinement that persisted through exile and return. It led to the crystallization of a faith that would endure through millennia. The journey of Abraham is far from over. His story is a tapestry woven into the fabric of human history, influencing philosophies, ethics, and identities. As we continue to explore his impact, we uncover layers of complexity that challenge and enrich our understanding. The voice Abraham heard, whether real or metaphorical, continues to resonate. It invites us to ponder the depths of faith and the nature of the divine. As Abraham's journey progressed, the landscape of faith began to shift under the weight of his covenant. The idea of a singular, universal God was not merely a theological innovation, it was a profound upheaval. This altered the very fabric of societal norms and identities. As he wandered through the lands of Canaan, his life unfolded as a narrative of faith and challenge. His journey was marked by moments central to the Abrahamic traditions. One such moment, the splitting of land with his nephew Lot, reveals the pragmatic aspects of Abraham's leadership. As their flocks and herds grew, tensions arose between their herders. Demonstrating humility and a commitment to peace, Abraham offered Lot the first choice of land. Lot chose the fertile plains of the Jordan Valley near Sodom and Gomorrah. Abraham settled in the less lush highlands. This decision was more than a practical resolution. It was a testament to Abraham's character. It emphasized peace and generosity over conflict and greed. The events surrounding the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah continue to captivate and perplex scholars and theologians. These cities, often depicted as symbols of moral decay, serve as cautionary tales. They warn about the consequences of societal injustice and inhospitality. The biblical narrative suggests their downfall was not merely an act of divine wrath. It was a reflection of their abandonment of ethical obligations. Abraham's intercession on behalf of these cities underscores his role as a moral advocate. He challenged the divine to consider the value of righteousness, even within a corrupt society. Meanwhile, within Abraham's own household, the promise of progeny was complicated by human impatience. Sarah, Abraham's wife, had borne no children. In a moment of desperation, she offered her maidservant Hagar to Abraham. Hagar bore a son, Ishmael, but this act led to tension and conflict within the family. The story of Hagar and Ishmael adds depth to the narrative. It highlights themes of exile and divine care. Hagar encounters an angel in the wilderness who promises that Ishmael will father a great nation. Ishmael's narrative is a crucial link in the Abrahamic chain, particularly in the Islamic tradition. He is regarded as an ancestor of the Arab peoples and a prophet. His story emphasizes themes of endurance and divine provision. The Kaaba in Mecca, Islam's holiest site, is traditionally believed to have been built by Abraham and Ishmael, symbolizing their enduring legacy. The birth of Isaac, Abraham's son with Sarah, marked the fulfillment of the divine promise and set the stage for the continuation of the Abrahamic lineage. Isaac's name, meaning "he will laugh," reflects the joy and surprise of his parents at his birth in their old age. Yet, Isaac's arrival did not immediately solve the familial tensions. The eventual expulsion of Hagar and Ishmael into the wilderness was fraught with emotional complexity and divine assurances. This showcases the intricate interplay of human decisions and divine guidance. As Isaac grew, the narrative shifted towards the covenant's next phase. The Akedah, or the binding of Isaac, remains one of the most enigmatic episodes in Abraham's story. The command to sacrifice Isaac was a divine test that defied comprehension. Abraham's silent obedience contrasted sharply with his earlier negotiations over Sodom. This raised profound questions about faith, obedience, and morality. Yet, the intervention of an angel and the substitution of a ram for Isaac underscored a crucial theological message. This message was the rejection of human sacrifice, setting Abraham's God apart from the deities of surrounding cultures. This narrative complexity extends into the legacy of Isaac and his descendants. Isaac's marriage to Rebekah, arranged through divine guidance, continued the covenantal lineage. Their sons, Esau and Jacob, embodied the familial struggles and themes of reconciliation that would define future generations. Jacob's eventual reconciliation with Esau after years of estrangement is a poignant narrative of forgiveness. This echoes the broader themes of covenant and promise. The story of Jacob, later named Israel, and his 12 sons, particularly Joseph, further expanded the Abrahamic narrative. Joseph's journey from favored son to Egyptian vizier demonstrated the resilience and adaptability of the covenantal promise. The Israelites' eventual migration to Egypt set the stage for the dramatic events of the Exodus. The Exodus is a foundational narrative of liberation and identity formation. Throughout these generations, the Abrahamic tradition evolved, absorbing the cultural and historical contexts of its time. Yet, it maintained its core focus on a universal, ethical monotheism. As the descendants of Abraham navigated the complexities of their world, their stories continued to shape and redefine the understanding of faith, justice, and community. The legacy of Abraham remains an ongoing narrative, rich with layers of meaning and interpretation. It continues to inform the spiritual and moral landscape of billions worldwide. As the Israelites settled in Egypt, the promise given to Abraham seemed distant. This promise was overshadowed by centuries of enslavement and toil under the pharaohs. Yet, this period of bondage would become the crucible in which their identity was forged. The Exodus narrative recounts their liberation through the leadership of Moses. Moses, a descendant of Abraham, emerged as a pivotal figure in fulfilling the divine promise. It was Moses who received the Torah on Mount Sinai. The Torah was a codification of the covenant that Abraham had first entered into. This covenant was now expanded into a comprehensive moral and legal framework. The migration from slavery to freedom was more than a physical journey. It was a spiritual pilgrimage that reinforced the Israelites' identity as a chosen people. They were bound by covenant to a God who demands justice and righteousness. The Ten Commandments, received at Sinai, encapsulated ethical monotheism. These principles would resonate throughout the Abrahamic faiths. They emphasized the sanctity of life, the importance of truth, and the imperative of justice. As the Israelites settled in Canaan, they faced the challenge of maintaining their identity. This was amidst a sea of polytheistic cultures. The period of the judges and the monarchy under Saul, David, and Solomon was marked by struggle. They struggled to balance the covenantal vision with political realities. King David, a direct descendant of Abraham, is celebrated for consolidating the Israelite tribes. He established Jerusalem as the spiritual and political center. His son, Solomon's construction of the first temple, provided a focal point for worship. The prophetic tradition continued to echo Abraham's legacy of justice and ethical monotheism. Prophets like Isaiah and Jeremiah called the Israelites back to the covenant. They emphasized the need for social justice and righteousness over ritualistic observance. Their voices were a reminder of the responsibilities that came with the divine promise. They urged the people to uphold the moral standards set forth in their foundational narrative. The Babylonian exile in the 6th century BC tested the resilience of the Abrahamic covenant as the Israelites faced the loss of their land, temple, and autonomy. Yet, this period of displacement also catalyzed a profound theological reflection and transformation. Stripped of their physical symbols of faith, the exiled community deepened their understanding of a God who transcends land and temple, a universal deity whose promises persist beyond political and geographic boundaries. This understanding laid the groundwork for the emergence of Judaism as a religion of the book, centered around the Torah and the teachings of the prophets. The return from exile and the rebuilding of the temple under Persian rule marked a new chapter in the Abrahamic narrative, with the covenantal community reestablishing itself in the land of promise. Meanwhile, the seeds of Abraham's legacy continued to bear fruit in unexpected ways. The spread of Christianity in the 1st century AD, rooted in the prophetic traditions of Judaism, heralded a new interpretation of the Abrahamic promise. Jesus of Nazareth, seen by his followers as the fulfillment of messianic prophecies, expanded the covenantal vision to encompass all humanity, emphasizing love, forgiveness, and the kingdom of God. This universal message resonated across the Roman Empire, transforming Christianity into a global faith. The rise of Islam in the 7th century AD further extended the Abrahamic tradition. The prophet Muhammad, who traced his lineage to Abraham through Ishmael, preached the message of Tawhid, or the oneness of God, reaffirming the ethical and monotheistic principles established by Abraham. The Quran, Islam's holy text, is replete with references to Abraham, acknowledging him as a model of submission to God's will and a patriarch of monotheism. Today, the impact of Abraham's legacy is evident in the enduring influence of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. These faiths, while distinct, share a common heritage that traces back to the tent of a patriarch who dared to listen to a voice calling him to a new way of understanding the divine. They continue to shape cultures, civilizations, and the moral frameworks of societies around the globe. Abraham's journey, both physical and spiritual, set in motion a series of events and ideas that have continued to evolve, adapt, and inspire over millennia. His legacy, intertwined with the fabric of human history, remains a testament to the power of faith and the enduring quest for understanding one's place in the universe. The narrative that began with a call to leave everything familiar has become a story that belongs to us all, one that invites every generation to seek justice, embrace righteousness, and listen for the voice that calls us onward. And so, the journey continues.